Lowmont.
And this is the HEiMER LOWMONT Show. Episode 3.
Last time our heroes...
No.
What, HEiMER?
Let me do the recap, Lowmont.
Alright, fine. Go ahead.
This is part 2 of a 2-part episode. Last time on the HEiMER LOWMONT Show, our heroes, which is me and Lowmont, I dropped a bombshell. I told Lowmont that my parents are drug dealers. Not missionaries, like what my dad told them.
It's really hard to believe that your parents are drug dealers.
Wait a minute, let me try something. Drug dealers.
Why does that stupid sound happen every time we say drug dealers?
I don't know. Don't say it anymore. We'll have to talk to the sound effects guy about that. But after the show. Anyway, Lowmont believes that they're missionaries in some other country, and that Lowmont was lied to by them. And now, part 2. Now this episode starts now.
So, they tell people that they're missionaries, but really what they're doing is making illegal sales.
Yeah, and they're not in a different country. They're just across this one. They're on the other side, so they're like over there on the west. The things they're selling get bought big time these days, so they're still in America. They just want to be where they can make the most money, which is like LA or Detroit, so they're probably up in the north or over to the west.
Yeah, I could believe that. LA, Detroit, Houston, New York, Seattle, Chicago. Those are like big-time crime cities.
Don't forget about Portland. That city's in Oregon. Yeah, knowing them and how they go to cities where things they sell get bought at big-time lucrative profits. And they probably have been there for a while. But probably Chicago, they're the ones that have the most drug dealers. Heard that sound again for some time. Probably spend like 3 months out of the year at each one. So, Lowmont, how much money have they paid you so far since we became roommates?
Actually, they said that I'll get the money when they come back from their long trip of being missionaries.
I can't believe you fell for that. I thought you were smarter. I hope they pay you what they promised they said they would.
So 3 years from now, that would be in the summer of 2026. Since we're in the summer of 2023. No, wait a minute. I got that wrong. Actually, this negotiation was going on a year ago in 2023, 2024 now. So the dad was saying I'll get it in 2027. So that's when it will be. Since I didn't move in until this year, which is quite a long time from now. But now that I think about it, kind of sounds shady and like a red flag. Because they don't trust the post office to deliver checks of that large sum. And they can't send cash because that would be like money laundering, and it's kind of like ill-gotten gains. So they did promise they'll give me the money in 3 years. Do you think they're lying to me?
Yeah, I do. I really do. You're a stool pigeon, Lowmont. A sucker. A fool. A sap. You're the patsy that's part of their con. Calls their con artists. They can fool a guy like you when they're doing something right. Most everybody is a big fool in their game.
So what made them start to want to sell that stuff?
They watched some show with a guy that's bald, has a goatee, and glasses. Well, he was bald because he had cancer. That was from the chemo. And he was a chemistry teacher. So when they saw what a fortune he had and had so much money from the sales, they thought we could be rich like that, so let's do the same thing. And I noticed how they kept buying stuff like bleach, cough medicine, and whatever else it took to fix that stuff so they could sell it. I also saw some propane tanks and beakers. And they were very strict about me not being allowed in the shed. And then one night, I heard them going over some kind of cover story about being missionaries. That's so. That way, if anyone wonders where they are, they can say they're missionaries and that church sent them over to tell the good news and gospel for the benefit of other people in the country they went to. And back to that show that they watched, the guy had to buy a self-car wash because he had so much money he didn't know what to do with it. How much did they say that they're going to pay you?
Your dad said $180,000.
Wow, $180,000? That's why they said they're going to give you all that money to watch me for 3 years.
They sure as hell better.
It's the same actor from that show with the kid that was said to be a genius. Then he had 3 brothers and then 4, and he was in the middle, and he has an insane mom. It was a hit show. It ran for like 6 seasons with over 100 episodes. Anyway, go a little bit off topic. So yeah, my parents didn't want to be in average income American household anymore. There are a lot of people that are victims of circumstance because of their scam they pull off.
So they deceived me, and I won't be getting anything, right?
That's right. Yeah, they're no good liars. They use the excuse missionary to disguise or cover up what they're really doing is selling a bunch of heroin, and are their top sellers. That's why they're able to give you $5,000 a week for 3 years.
No, HEiMER, it's $5,000 a month, not week.
Oh, sorry, I got the details mixed up.
Yeah, no worries. Wait. Why was it when you mentioned those items, you got pleased?
I don't know, this is the kids show.
Look at missionaries. Missionaries make good money, don't they?
No, Homer. Are you kidding? Don't be so naive. Missionaries don't make money. Missionaries get supported by their church. And like I already told you, they're not really missionaries. They're, you know what? They would never make a ton of money being missionaries. And if they did, then everybody would do that.
You're just playing around, aren't you, HEiMER? Your parents aren't really drug dealers.
Okay, so every time we say those 2 words together, that stupid sound happens, so just say DD, and so we won't have to hear it again.
DD, but can't that be mistaken for designated driver?
Yeah, maybe to someone else, but in this context, we know what I'm talking about.
But your parents are so nice and sweet.
Exactly, dude. And yet, that's another cover. That's why they're so good at what they do. They're also somewhat actors. They got you convinced and fooled. I mean, they are deceivers. And no, I'm not kidding. But I wish I was. And yes, it's really true. I'm serious. I'm not just fooling with you or playing. I mean, I've known for a while, but they don't know that I do. So I just kind of trick them like the way how they trick me. There's no way anyone can afford $5,000 a week unless they're like billionaires, which they're not, because there's no other way they can.
But you do miss them, right? Like you said earlier in the first episode.
Well, yeah, of course I do miss my parents, but Lowmont, I don't like what they're doing with drugs. They're bad, but they don't care what it does to people or that it's illegal. They're just really, really greedy. And the thing is, they think I have no idea, but I know everything.
Well, that sucks, and that's really messed up. Makes me feel kind of guilty with how my parents aren't like that at all. And maybe I should give my parents a call, too. Maybe you can meet them if you want.
Hey, yeah, we should invite them over for some fried chicken, but I don't want your dad to be offended because we're frying a bird.
Good grief, HEiMER. I already told you before. My dad's not a cardinal. He's a colonel. And so he's not a bird.
Okay, Lowmont.
He's a human, just like you and me.
I know. I only say that to annoy and piss you off because it works.
Your dad is a weasel.
I know. Weasels are not very trustworthy. Hey, it's time to talk about today's sponsor. The HEiMER Lowmont Show is sponsored by Double Check Cola. This is the part where you take a sip, express what you think, and in your own unscripted words.
Tasty. I sure love Double Check Cola. It is very good. I like to drink it all the time, and also all day long, and for me, it is nothing but enjoyment, especially when it's ice cold. With the big bowl of chips and salsa. It's really good on a hot day. And don't you have some good things to say about that, HEiMER?
Yes, for sure. And indeed I do, Lowmont. I like to open a fresh bag of double check tortilla chips and a vacuum-sealed, mild, medium, or hot flavored jar of delicious double check salsa made with real veggies for that great taste and flavor, I tell you what. And eat it with double check cola. I especially like it on a hot day.
And a special thanks to our sponsor.
These are our own thoughts and opinions and unscripted, and we mean it. Absolutely.
Double check. And we're not sellouts giving in to the money game to be richer. No, it's the network. They're forcing us to do this. We want to keep our jobs. So we have to give in. It's not our fault that the boys upstairs control us and we work for the man which we don't like.
Yeah, treating us like puppets, don't like. That stupid sponsor, the Double Check Company. Oh, please. Come on, man. That is some gross cola.
HEiMER, your mic is still on. Quit talking. Maybe you shouldn't make fun of the people in the company that sponsor the show that keep us employed. He doesn't really mean that. No, he's just kidding. Tell him, HEiMER. Remember, they're the ones that provide the money for us too, HEiMER.
Yep, I was just fooling. People at the Double Check Company, don't take me seriously. I'm always kidding around. Your products are great.
I just hope they think that you're sincere and don't figure out that you're being sarcastic.
Wilmot, your mic is still on.
Oops. Oh.
And now back to our show.
So, HEiMER, your parents are allegedly drug dealers. So you claim. How do you know and how do you prove that? Tell me, little buddy.
Well, my dad is paranoid all the time. And my mom, she's like always looking out the window and over her shoulder. And there always seems to be a Murphy's Flower Shop van right outside our house, parked across the street. And I try to go over there to see what kind of flowers they have. And they're just two dudes with headphones and some kind of surveillance equipment. So I know that they're not really flower salesmen. So I know that they're probably the FBI or the EDA. Ready to bust them. That's why my parents made up that bogus missionary story saying they had to go across the world, and that's why they got you to take care of me. So they're kind of on the run while making sales on the side.
Dude, how do you stay positive and well balanced? Yeah, that is totally and seriously up and crazy at the same time, man.
I know, right?
Before your parents left, they never told me anything about a psychologist or a therapist that you might want to go see or something. That's not something you're interested in, is it, HEiMER?
Nah, not really. I got better things to do than to talk to some dude about my problems. And if I do, he'll like, I see. How does that make you feel? Then I tell him, and again, he'll be like, and why is that? And so on. And then he'll go, I see, and write down something on his piece of paper. I would play with toys, and watch cartoons, and play video games, and watch anime, and eat snacks. You know, be a normal teenage kid. And I don't know what a psychologist is, but it's either a psychologist or psychiatrist. But I really don't know what the difference is, but I think one can prescribe some mellow out chill pills. Or something like that, whatever, you know? And I think that's why people like to go to them just for that.
Yeah, man, those psychologists get paid like $150 an hour, and they require you to go 3 times a week, or have you 60 minutes at a time. You know, a session. And that's how come they all drive BMWs, HEiMER, those bastards.
No, Lowmont. I know what it is. The psychologists are bastards, and the psychologists are sons of bitches. That's right. And again, Lowmont, they're not psychologists. There's no such thing. Call it right. Psychologists are psychiatrists. What you're saying is made up by you. Like I said, same thing that Mir does with you when he calls you Leroy instead of Lowmont. And when you do that, that makes you a silly goose.
Don't never call me a silly goose again, HEiMER. Holy man, don't be gay.
You're gay, Lowmont.
No, HEiMER. I like girls.
I'm not talking about the homo gay. I'm talking about the stupid gay. When you act gay, I'm talking about you being stupid. Like always, Lowmont.
I'm not stupid.
Oh, please, Lowmont. On the contrary, you think it's called psychologist.
Well, I only call them that because it's psychos to go to sin.
No, Lowmont, not just psychos. There's the paths.
A path?
Yeah, a path, Lowmont.
What do you mean? And what are you talking about, HEiMER? What path?
Well, there are two types, and I'll explain what they are. You might be a psychopath or a sociopath. They're both bad, so you don't want to be either one. You don't want that label. I don't know which one is worse, psycho or socio, but either way, don't be a path.
Yeah, I'd rather not live in a nut house with straight jacket on and always having to take random types of pills. Yeah, being a path, that's not for me.
You know who is a path, Lowmont? Mir. He needs to go to the nut house just to take care of his snack addiction.
No, little buddy. He needs to go to snack addiction rehab. Okay, HEiMER, laughter time is over now.
Killjoy.
It's time to end today's episode.
Okay, good night, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the HEiMER and Lowmont Show.
Preview for next episode.
Mir decided to come back over.
HEiMER, I changed my mind. I will give you a chance in a fair amount of time to provide me with a tasty snack and a cold beverage.
The HEiMER and Lowmont Show is in association with Asinine Entertainment.
手伝いなI got a shoe I'm always a little guy Don't worry he's a shy Loma is a big up He's the one to give you a hug
Hey, who gave us 2 stars? That should be 4 or higher.
Give us more than just 2 stars.